Welcome everybody. This is the video where we'll go over the basic flight controls and the 6 different flight modes that the Ryze Tello is capable of. What you'll need for this is either an iOS device or an Android device. We already went over how to download the app in the unboxing video, so you'll need to make sure that's downloaded, then charge up your drone, and then you're going to turn your drone on, which you can do by just pressing this button on the side here. You don't have to hold it, you can just tap it. The light will blink, and then it'll turn green and blink back and forth between different colors, telling you that it's on. Then you place it down on a nice flat surface that's not wet or anything like that. And then we're going to take out our device. You're going to want to go to your Wi-Fi. You're going to want to connect to the Tello Wi-Fi. It'll be Tello dash a string of numbers and letters, whatever yours is, just connect to it. It's not an actual Wi-Fi connection, it's just to talk to the drone. You won't get any service or anything like that out of it. And then you want to go into the Tello app, click on the Tello app. It'll open up here. And once you see that the Tello app is open, you'll see these 2 different joysticks, the one on the left and one on the right. And then a total of 6 buttons on the top of the control, and then some information panels in the middle. Your battery, your Wi-Fi, your Bluetooth, your height, speed, and that's it. And then in the background of what you're seeing right now, you'll see it on this phone screen here, is what the Ryze Tello actually sees. So you'll see I'll pick it up, turn it, and so it's a live video feed with not a lot of latency. So to switch between photo and video modes, you'll go up here to the top right, and the second one over from the right you'll be able to click, and that'll change it from camera mode to video mode. This is video mode with the red button. This is camera mode. You can tell because it has a white button, and you'll notice that the camera mode, the picture in the background is more of a square. It's a 4:3 aspect ratio, so that's more of the standard picture aspect ratio. And the video is more of a wide angle video in the background. That'll fill out your phone screen or your device screen. It works with iPads, anything of the sort. So that's how you navigate between video and images. And say you want to start a video, you press up in the top right, we'll press this red button, and you'll see the timestamp will start to go, and you'll start to record your video. And then to stop it, you can press this anytime, top right again, and that'll stop the video. To take a picture, switch to picture mode, press the button, and there you go, there's your picture. To review any of these photos or videos, they're automatically stored on your device, so just press the button with the little play button with a circle around it in the top right, and then you can go to videos and we'll watch the video we just took. Press the play button in the middle, and then there it is. So everything's stored on your phone, and from your phone you can download it to your camera roll, or it might actually automatically be on your camera roll, and then you can put it on a computer, on a TV, anything past there, but it will be stored locally on your phone right after you capture. The top left buttons, you'll see that on the far left we have the takeoff button. We won't go into that yet. Then we've got the modes button, which is something we'll cover. These are the different flight modes that are programmed into the Ryze Tello. So we've got up and away, records a short video of flying upwards and backwards. 360, that's when the drone spins in a 360. Bounce mode, it automatically flies up and down between 0.5 meter and 1.2 meters. It just bounces around, it's pretty neat. Circle is when it does a circle around a subject. It doesn't spin, it just does a circle around the subject. Throw and go is taken off from your hand, which is super easy to do. And 8D flips is 8 direction flips. You can flip in all different directions: forward, backward, left, right, top right, top left, bottom left. It's really neat. It does it almost all by itself, but it's a great skill. It gets you right into drone flying right away. So you'll see the 2 joysticks. The one on the right, that's going to control your movement like this: forwards, to the right, to the left, and backwards. So forward on the joystick like this will move your drone forwards, backwards, right, and left. On the left joystick, up and down will control your elevation, so your throttle up and down. And then left will spin left, and right will spin right. And of course, you can put these in combinations to make more fluid movements. And the more you fly, the better you'll get. If you just hands off the controls, it'll just stay hovering wherever it was last left. It has an auto hover function, so you don't have to worry about that. You can actually put your phone down and it'll just stay there. It's a very, very smart drone. So let's take off here. You want to make sure you have a nice flat area. You don't want to get any closer than I am right now. We'll press the top left button, take off. Now you're going to slide to take off, and here it goes. It'll hover to about a yard or a meter up in the air, and then we have full control of the drone. We can go forwards, we can go left, right, backwards, forwards, and then we can even spin the drone. So on the left joystick, put it to the left, it'll spin to the left. Put it to the right, it'll spin to the right. And do all sorts of different awesome things. And you can start to get more fluid movements, go up and down, turn, backwards, turn, all sorts of things. And you can of course record while you're in the air. Now, let's start going into our flight modes. The first flight mode we're gonna go to is in the top left. Click on your flight mode button. We're gonna start with 8D flips, so 8 direction flips. You'll read the tip on the screen, press yes, make sure you read everything, and then you'll see a box in your screen. And all you have to do is move the drone to a safe height and a safe location. It will drop a little altitude when you do this, and then just swipe on the square, and that will flip your drone. So that's super, super neat. So we can do a front flip right here. We'll do a back flip, there we go. And then you can resume control of it. We can do a up to the right flip. It's really amazing. You do flips all different directions and it'll catch itself, and I'm not really doing anything, and put my phone down and it'll just stay in the same spot. So it's very easy to learn. Once you want to get out of the mode, you're going to press the top left button with the big X. Press the big X. The next one we're going to look at is throw and go. And the way to do throw and go is you're going to have to land your drone. And to land your drone, you can do it manually, or you can get it over a flat surface and press all the way up to the left. You can press tap to land, and then it'll land just by itself, just like that. So now we'll go into flight modes, throw and go. The button in the dark gray spot, you'll just press that. The propellers will spin up very lightly, and then you can just throw it and it'll catch itself. I didn't do a very good job of that, but you can throw it up in the air and it'll catch itself. So that's an easy way to take off if you don't have a lot of space around you or there's nothing flat to take off from. The next mode we're gonna go to is called circle. And what that's gonna do is it's gonna do a circle around the subject. It's a pretty short circle, so make sure that there's not too much stuff around you, but it is gonna fly in a circle. It's not just gonna spin. It'll automatically start to record. So here we go, we'll press circle, read the tip, press yes, and there it goes. It starts circling to the left. And we'll just let it go all the way around. You'll see that it's just flying around the tripod like normal. You can, of course, cancel this at any time if it's going to hit something, or resume control by touching the joysticks. And it'll just keep flying around, and it automatically starts recording. And then when you want to stop the circle, so say it's back here, we'll just press the X. That'll stop it, and it'll also stop the video. The next control mode we're going to go to is called bounce mode. So we'll press bounce mode, read the tip, press yes, and you'll see it'll bounce up and down above the ground. This would be a neat thing to do inside. We don't really recommend flying inside. You've got to have a nice open space with no people around, no pets, nothing like that, because these things can hurt. Those propellers are sharp and they're spinning really fast. You don't want to get caught in your hair or anything like that. So that's bounce mode. You can press the X to get out of it. And the next mode we're going to look at is called 360. So this isn't going to do the circle, it's just going to spin in place. It'll also start a recording for you. So press yes, and then you'll see it'll start to rotate in the air. This is a neat one to do up high to see all the landscape. The hard thing about doing this with just your fingers, of course you can just spin the drone manually, but the hard part about that is it's very apparent when you're playing back the video if you're not doing it at a constant rate. So if you're turning and you're turning too fast, it can make the person sick, and this is a perfect speed for the person watching. They won't get sick in the video, and it'll look like good speed, and it'll be nice and constant spinning. So it'll stop after doing a full rotation. So those are the 6 flight modes. I would advise you to just keep flying and try and make smooth movements and compound movements. So driving and spinning, going up and down in elevation, and try and make everything as smooth as possible, and you'll get the best video that way. You can also play around with the flips and try and go fast. One more thing I can show you, or actually 2 more things I can show you, is if you go to the settings icon on the left, you can change it to fast mode, and that will make your video less steady, of course, because you're going faster, but you can also do neater things. So this will fly pretty fast, not too fast, but it's a lot faster than it was before. One more thing I can teach you is if you go to the top left, this is called a hand landing. So do hand landing, read the tip, and you'll see you got to put your hand under it within 5 seconds, and then it'll automatically land on your hand. This drone is incredible. It's totally everything you would need to get into the hobby, into the business, anything like that. Yeah, like I said, I would just advise flying more and more. Use all these different things. They're here to help. And good luck flying.